I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Heroes Wanted. Tonight we are rejoining the party as we welcome two new members to the group. They are pissed, the, let me get this right, displeased dragon, a copper dragonborn barbarian, and oh man, I'm sure I'll butcher this one. Captain Durgler, a Warforged Juggernaut fighter, and they have been having a somewhat just south of friendly competition that gets a little heated and rough at times as they have been traveling in the far east through the Shadow Forest. They were stalking a Oni of terrible shadow powers when suddenly they were transported through to the Shadowfell. They have been lost and hunted by all manner of fell creatures for the last 32, 36 hours, a day, day and a half of just pure nightmare fueled terror as they traverse the dark and gloomy mirror of the material plane where there would be a town with thatched roofs and peasants with farm animals milling about and doing everything. There's instead a ghost town, ruins with undead just waiting for any sign of life to leap upon it and eliminate it. They hate life. The very presence of it just seems to drive them crazy, and so you guys have had to fight and claw your way for survival, looking for shelter, food, water, a way out of this wretched place. Anything that would be better than what you see over and over again, twisted dying trees and broken bridges and just everything is so depressing. It's like London in the gloom of winter. It just makes you wanna go somewhere warm and ignore the outside, but there's nowhere safe to go. And as you guys are finally getting a short rest, that is when Noman, Soggy, and Nova are coming for the next phase
I
of
thought
the.
it was Cress.
Yeah, nominate here.
Oh, why do you have Noman pulled up?
Do I?
Yeah.
I'm not in the game.
Oh, Noman was pulled up, and so I was confused for a second there. It's chemo brain.
Yeah,
uh,
no, I don't know why. I'm not in
yeah,
the
no,
game.
you are
So,
absolutely correct. It is the other Warforged, and so Cress, the female identifying semi Warforged, uh, you know, is traveling with Soggy, a spirit form kobold warlock, and Nova, a Asamar cleric of Palor from the future. Oh, I guess Soggy's from the future too. Um, and
Partly future, partly present.
yeah, and so they have just come from the Tower of the Blood Witch in the Blood Swamp and have killed her, taken her artifact, looted her tower of all manner of magical items that they could get, and are now proceeding to a um, bugbear. Is that right? Yeah. A bugbear. No, the other one. Hobgoblin.
Hub,
Uh, a hobgoblin warlord who has built a fortress on the plane of shadow and has an army of tens of thousands of shadow orcs and goblins and trolls and everything else. So, despite the fact that not any one of them are as huge of a threat as, say, the Blood Witch, who was able to transform into the Blood Dragon and, really give you guys a run for your money. It's a matter of sheer numbers when you're discussing this hobgoblin's army that make them so dangerous to deal with, as well as the fact that he has a nearly impenetrable fortress that is floating over a misty chasm here in the Shadowfell. You have to take a certain path just to even reach the, quote unquote moat, the drawbridge that allows you to get to the main fortress. And so basically you can never force your way inside, and once inside you're trapped and at their mercy. Any opposing army would have to march, at best like 5 wide up this bridge, and they would just be picked off by the massive amounts of artillery and flying creatures and all of that. So basically,
question.
yes,
What is the moat filled of?
that's why I said a quote unquote moat. The moat stretches over a bottomless, misty chasm that just drops down forever, and so nobody really knows what goes down there because everything that has never been seen again.
Understood.
Yeah, so the whole castle and everything floats above this. There's a broken land that uh, has various platforms that you can move across, and as you move across these platforms over this chasm, then you reach the bridge that spans over the drawbridge that spans over to the fortress itself. And if they don't let you in, due to the anti-magic and anti-teleport and all of that, there's basically like no way in. So that's where they're headed, where you guys are headed when you see the Copper Dragonborn and the Warforged Juggernaut, and then at the same time, Pist and Durgler, you guys also see a glowing Asimar floating along with a feminine-looking Warforged and a shadowy kobold kind of hanging back. You might not even see the kobold at first. It's so blending in with the shadows and the darkness all around. But neither of you is surprised by the other, and you both have some distance before you see each other.
Well,
This Sonic does not look very open.
So would you say the kobold is kind of like in a blur state or displacement state?
Yeah, blur
He's like
would
a
be.
he's like a wraith kind of.
Yeah,
Okay,
basically.
wraith form, sure.
Yeah, basically, like you can see through him 60%. Also, welcome, Nova.
Yes, welcome.
welcome, Nova. And Soggy,
Hello.
I imagine Soggy.
Oh, one at a time, guys. Go ahead, Hazard.
Hazard?
Oh, hello?
Hello?
Okay, go ahead, Bandana.
I was just going to say that given how any idea of making this a surprise is warbled, my character was going to put up a clawed offhand and shout out, "Hail!"
And Soggy, sort of seeing the Warforged, sort of scampers up and says, "Is that you, Norman?"
I, I, I have to. I feel like I should be more offended. We all don't look the same. Anyway,
I remember when we met Cress, and they were like, and you were like, "Do you know Noman?" And we said the same thing. Like, what do you think? Just all Warforged know each other?
Yeah.
I'm also not a warforged.
She's more of a cyborg than anything else.
Yeah, like
No.
Yeah,
like
that's
a
why
half a
Soggy
Warforged.
didn't just. That's why Soggy didn't confuse her for Noman.
She's a Herforged.
She's basically like a half a Warforged. So anyway,
Oh my fucking.
Pist and Durgler, seeing these, heroes, adventurers approach, what is your, response?
I think
I'm
I'm caught
so
off
sorry.
guard at first. I didn't really even realize there would be other, possible companions over in this, blight.
Like normal people.
That's right. Well, maybe normal.
Yeah, yeah. A normal is
Normal
being
asterisk.
used. Yeah, being used loosely here. Like there's things that aren't undead trying to kill him. That's normal enough for now.
Right.
And so as they hail you and you're caught off guard, uh, they continue to approach cautiously.
I give him a hearty hello. How you doing? but keeping a close hand on my weapon. Not showing it though. A lot of people intimidated by the weapons.
Well, hello. It is nice to meet you. What brings you to this dark place?
Oh, I just got teleported over here, and we have been trying to fight our way back home.
Oh, so you are also in here by certain circumstances, but fortunately for you, we are also from up top. Though Sagi's, as he sort of shows himself, missing pieces, like whole body.
And as he shows himself, you can see that indeed his feet taper off into a smoky, ethereal form. He is indeed not wholly here.
My name is Nova. It is nice to meet you. May I ask you what your names are?
I'm sorry I was disturbed.
So sorry, I couldn't really.
No, I said, please repeat what you said. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, ha! I said hello. My name is Nova. Might I ask what your names are?
I'm Captain Durgler of the old wars.
And I'm just pissed. The some people say the displeased dragon.
God, it reminds me of a description of a dragonborn I once heard, like legendarily earth-shatteringly fuck-ass mad.
Yeah, that would have been my cousin.
Soggy sort of like scampers around, pissed, and says, "You have the blood of copper among you." Yes, Soggy can smell it.
That's just my lunch.
Yeah, Arcadian, he tends to have a little backfire occasionally. I think that might be what you're smelling, and that's yeah.
Soggy is lucky to be smelling. Soggy can't taste anything nor eat anything. It
Oh,
distresses
how rude
Soggy.
of me! I almost forgot. This is Vicentis. He is our vampire friend.
Ugh, I was trying to stay out of the conversation. You guys seem to be enjoying yourselves, and you know how much I love people.
Yes, but
That is
clearly.
Visantis' way of being sarcastic.
Oh, come now, Vicentis. Be reasonable. We are in the Shadowfell, and two new mortals have joined us. You think it would be wise to have a vampire following us around, unintroduced?
I do always like to bring a snack.
Ignore him. And since I have not stated it aloud yet, you may call me Class. The partially mechanical woman in the party announces.
She also differentiates between French and Russian accents, so keep that
And you can shush.
in
I'll
mind.
differentiate your face.
So, as you guys are, introducing yourselves, once again, it is, here on the Shadowfell, it's not like just darkness all the time. There is still like a quote unquote day, but then a night. And so it is getting to be near the nighttime when the worst of the Shadowfell creatures like night walkers come out. These are 20-foot tall beings of pure death that just kill everything that they find. And so You guys know that you need to get either to this fortress or find shelter of your own quickly.
I'd say we push on, try to get to the fortress. I'd ask does anybody uh, have any idea what the best approach might be?
Actually, before we continue, there was a question I meant to ask the DM since last week that I've been pondering over.
Yeah.
This kind of valuable information here, and that's I'm under the assumption that this is your Fell, not the standard Shadowfell.
Well, I mean, I do try to take from the lore as much as possible, but I mean, as with everything, of course, don't just assume that if it's in a book that that's like canon because there's the 3.5 lore, the 4th edition lore, the 5th edition lore. There's so
Oh,
much lore.
exactly. Well, exactly. I mean, well, going off of 5e, but that's why I'm asking because I just don't want to like assume like I know what's happening when I don't. Because one of the questions, because I was thinking like, because I was noticing that you were saying things like, oh well, the sun, like it is quote daytime, or it is starting to get dark, and I was curious about that because the Shadowfell, traditionally speaking, has neither light nor darkness.
Yeah,
It's
well,
neither light nor dark.
it
That's why I was
depends.
just like
Yeah,
trying to get an idea.
yeah, it depends on how you view it. But for me, the Feywild and the Shadowfell are opposite ends of the spectrum as mirrors of the real world, and so they have cycles, you know, seasons, day and night, and all of that. It's just on the Shadowfell, the sun is like eternally muted and dark, even on the brightest of quote unquote days. And then
Okay,
night,
so it would be safe to assume that everything is like just various shades of gray. There
yes,
are changes that represent time, but it's not
yes.
the same as what we would imagine in the mortal plane.
Exactly, exactly. There
Okay.
is
Okay,
no
cool.
yellow sunshine ever. This is muted, dark. It is not daytime in any sense that you would ever experience in real life. Um, so, but when it gets dark, it gets serious dark. And things get real in a hurry. So you guys press on looking for the fortress. I need one of you to roll a what would it be? Nature? Not nature.
Survival?
Yeah, probably survival to try and
Arcana?
find your. No, not Arcana. Probably survival to try and find your way.
Is that a wisdom check?
Survival is wisdom, yes.
Let it
It's
not
Lorth
be.
here.
So so
Also,
Then
don't forget to change your dice color.
so
I've got
Soggy.
the skill of survival. I've got a +4 modifier on it, but I have a 10 wisdom,
Nice.
so roll die 20.
Well,
20.
Soggy is already taking the lead as he's
Okay.
been a shadow kobold stuck here in between life and death for a little while, and he kind of
So
knows.
his perception of the area is probably very good, whereas mine is not.
Yeah, and he kind of knows how to slip through the shadows a little bit. So he leads you guys down a path and through a valley that takes you out of the area where the swamps were and up into the hills. And as you climb higher and higher into the highlands of the Shadowfell, you can suddenly see the vast mountains that stretch, the shadow mountains that stretch for miles, and this is where the fortress lies, is somewhere in the heart of the shadow mountains. You have to climb up for days to reach it, and so we're gonna do this. Um, this is one mechanic that I really liked from fourth edition was skill challenges, where you would get to use a variety of skills, and the entire party needed to participate at least once, and you needed a certain number of successes before a certain number of failures in order to succeed on a certain um, task or obstacle. So in order to climb the Shadow Mountains successfully, you guys as a group are going to need 5 successes before 2 failures. And you can use survival, nature, climb, and let's see if there's
Maybe the
anything else.
athletics.
Athletics, of
Yeah,
course.
athletic.
Sorry, 3.5 Pathfinder mechanics slipped in there for a second. But yeah, athletics. Um, and yep, that's it. So those 3 skills can be used, but you cannot use any skill more than twice. So if somebody uses athletics and somebody else uses athletics, then nobody else can use it.
Okay.
Well, Sagi is certainly going to use survival.
Well, hold on,
I
Hazard.
will use strength.
Hold on. You guys should, discuss this and make sure that everybody's happy with it before everybody just goes, calling everything, because that
We
by
might come up with a plan that can mitigate the difficulty.
right,
Sure.
because you might have enough of a bonus in more than one skill, whereas somebody else might only have survival.
So
Because like
my
you have a
athletics would
plus
be
3 in nature, so that's pretty good.
Survival.
my high one, and that would be +10. The others are around +3, +4.
Yeah, well, of course, a plus 10 is pretty good. So
I don't have very much in the way of. I guess my highest stat would be survival. My highest skill would be survival. Um, and then followed that would be athletics. But I don't have any proficiency in either of those.
And I have proficiency in survival and nature. Because, and I feel like if Sagi was to roll anything, it would be those two.
Yeah, I don't have any good skills. My highest bonus amongst the ones suggested is 3, and that's to nature.
all right. Well, don't forget to pull up Nova and roll, because you guys don't want the DM rolling for you. So
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh yes.
And don't
Just to
forget
make
to
sure.
change your dice color.
it's okay, Hazard.
Yeah, I'm plus
Yeah.
14, guys, on athletics.
Yeah. So
Uh,
basically, um,
just new folks, just to let you guys know. I've been having some difficulties with my computer lately, and I also work on Sundays, and my schedule is like really crazy because I work in a restaurant. So like, unfortunately, a lot of times, like for like almost the last 6 months, like I've had no choice but to have like someone else operate my character sheet. So you may hear like the DM say, "Oh, roll for Nova," and not So if you hear
Oh, that's
that,
fine. Sure, that works.
yeah. All right.
No
Yeah,
worries.
So I think everybody can agree that you guys should roll your athletics, um, since you really don't have the other skills, and you have such high bonuses to that you're going to get guaranteed successes, which
All right,
it
Captain, you want to roll first, I guess?
My suggestion is that we use the help action on each other for every roll that we all make.
Well,
This way, every
you
time we
you can't. This is a
okay,
skill. This is a skill challenge.
yeah.
You each have to like just roll to like contribute as a whole. This is all you helping.
Okay.
Sounds good.
You do still have your inspiration points though, so if anybody wants to spend those, that's perfectly legit.
Do I have inspiration? I
Yes, you
don't
do.
remember the last time I gained one. Okay, cool.
But you might want to wait and see how this goes. So yeah, Captain, if you open up your character sheet and go to skills, you can double click where it says total and it'll automatically roll for you.
And the last thing that I have to say that to offer for this skill challenge is Nova
Where's
as
the
a
total at
protector.
for skills?
Nova is a protector ASMR, which means that she has the ability to flight, if albeit for a small amount of time. So I guess we're climbing a mountain here, right?
It's a skill challenge. There's
Okay, well,
not.
Captain Dirgler rolled his.
Two.
Oh yeah, that just failed. You rolled almost high enough to succeed even with rolling a 2, but a 2 fails. Um,
And purely as like if someone falls,
and
don't panic.
oh yeah, no, that that's the whole point of the skill challenge is that this is we're going to take the totality of what happens and then I'll describe the scene of how this goes. We're at the point where the Fellowship of the Ring is trying to get through the mountain pass, and it's snowy and it's hard, and we're determining whether you're successful or not, and then we'll describe the whole scene. So you don't have to worry about
Let me
like
go ahead and roll mine.
individual moves. It's just everybody has to roll, and then we determine how this goes. See, now there's a success, but
Yeah,
now
we just
no,
can't
but
take another failure, right?
right, and now nobody can roll athletics either. So who wants to roll what next?
Can I roll survival?
knock yourself out.
Not literally.
A rolling
Yeah,
death
we're good
saves.
there.
That just passes.
All right. Now we got to cut this turkey on how we want to lose. Because we got to roll for Cress and Nova, and both have to be passes. And let me tell you, numeric likelihoods of that occurring lie in the less than 10% range.
But
Go ahead and use my inspiration point.
I was gonna say, but they both have inspiration.
Yeah, okay. So I'm still putting good odds that we fail anyway, so if you want to venture your inspiration, you can go first, because I'm going to use mine if you succeed.
Yep, using it.
Okay. Let's see. Between nature, athletics, and survival. Let's see. It seems that between all these skills, your best roll is your survival roll. So
That will eliminate survival for you though.
survival is not my best check. Actually, nature is,
Okay.
because it's the intelligence one.
Okay, then you're good.
That's funny. I guess that makes sense since my wisdom is pretty high.
Why did that not roll with advantage?
I don't know. Oh, because ticking the inspiration box off doesn't actually set it to advantage.
Of course it doesn't.
Yeah, I only realized that after the fact. Hey, we still fail.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. We were 2 successful checks
close.
short.
So here's what happens. Soggy is trying to lead you up the mountain path, and he, being a wraith that does not require rest and is not actually physically walking, doesn't have muscles that get tired, is able to just trudge through any, thing in the way, but the loose gravel and constant malaise of the Shadowfell has just started to wear on the very souls of Pist and Durgler and Nova, and even Cress can feel some form of apathy and just complete lack of feeling towards anything as the Shadowfell wears down on you, and eventually you just kind of sit down, and you've had too much climbing, and you have to rest. And as you rest, you drift off to sleep, all of you, bit by bit, and you get shitty long rest to where uh, none of you uh, would recover like levels of exhaustion or anything like that, but it, I don't think any of you have that, so it's not a going concern.
Yes, so it's a no situation.
Yeah, so basically, like, you don't get good rest, but it's not going to have a mechanical effect on you, other than if you already were exhausted, you wouldn't recover that. And as you guys all stir, once again, you find that in the night, uh, some horde of shambling zombies has gotten your scent and are making their way up the mountain towards you. Luckily, the rough terrain of the mountain that has already proven difficult for you is almost too much for these mindless undead.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I wanted to say this, or at least I would have. As you were continuing, I didn't have much of an opportunity. If we were going to rest, use Guardian of Faith.
Well, it's okay. This is just a scene. So
Oh, okay.
the the horde of zombies that is enticed. They're almost like voracious as they sense your life, but they stumble and fall as the rough terrain of the mountain makes it basically impossible for them to get to you in time. But it has now put a scrolling effect on the climb to where you can't afford to fail again. You have to just keep climbing until you make it to the fortress now, because the horde of zombies will come and get you. And so now you don't have a skill challenge, and instead have constitution checks to push yourselves to continue marching.
So con saves then?
Not saves, checks.
Oh,
So
con checks.
for
Okay.
the new players on your sheet on the main tab, you have on the right the saves, and then on the left the abilities. You just double click on the ability, and that, yep, you already got it, Durgler. Good job.
Can I add a super dice to that roll? Because I believe I have like 5 of those per day.
Uh, your what is it?
I believe it's called super dice. Is that for like a Warforge only?
I think you mean superiority
Oh yes,
dice.
yes,
Yes,
superiority.
superiority dice. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
It's a D8 that gets added on to my result.
yes,
I now demand dice from Krypton.
yes. Go ahead and roll at the bottom the D8 there. If you just grab it and drag it up into the chat, it'll roll it.
Oh, into the chat. Okay.
Yep. So the 14 is enough for you to push yourself through the first day, and then so everybody can roll. Like, you don't have to do this one at a time. You're all gonna have to. No, 19. Well, I shouldn't say you're all gonna have to, Soggy. You're the one exception to the rule.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, because you're like technically, not alive enough to get tired.
All
Yeah.
right, so it looks like we all did pretty well except for Soggy, and since he's exempt from the roll, how do you think we did?
Yeah, yeah. So you guys push yourselves through the first day, and now you just have one more day to climb, but the difficulty class goes up from 12 to 15. So now everybody roll your constitution checks all over again. And don't roll
Well,
below a 15, except for you, Soggy. Don't roll. Hey.
All right.
Hey, some fine rolling, lads.
So pushing yourselves onward, you make it to the top of the mountain. However, having had to climb without rest for 2 whole days, you guys all um, have to roll a Constitution save now versus difficulty class 15 in order to avoid taking 1 level of exhaustion.
except for Soggy.
Except for Soggy.
Actually, guys, I don't think I can be exhausted either as a Warforged, can I?
No.
It's fun to roll, though.
I, I don't think that's right.
Wait, let me double check that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you can overwork a machine. Have like a machine that's going on for way too long.
Eat or sleep.
Let's see. Uh, Warforged. Warforged don't gain exhaustion due to lack of rest, but they otherwise aren't immune.
Ah, so
It's a different check.
it's not due to the lack of rest here. It's due to you guys having climbed for 2 days straight.
Yeah.
Yes, physical exhaustion. I mean, physical exertion.
Right. So let's see. That would be
Like, you ever try to haul too many
Strength.
things?
That'd probably be a
like,
strength check, not a con check.
Have you ever like tried to haul one too many heavy things inside of a pickup and it doesn't want to move anymore?
Nova and Durgler, and then Pist. Did you roll your check and not your save, or was that your check from before?
Oh, where's the saves at?
On the right.
Oh yeah.
Aha, yeah.
I actually rolled the wrong one too. Anyway, I rolled.
Oh, did you? Oh, you're right. That is a check. Yeah. So if you added your other 5, that
20.
would be nat 20. If you added your other 5, that would be a save. Oh, and then you can just roll, and yeah, it's easily.
That was actually rolls from the saves column.
Yeah.
There we go. So we made the saves there. All right. Yep, I clicked the wrong thing
So,
too.
Nova, you have 1 level of exhaustion.
Alrighty.
All right. And then
This is one very tall mountain.
as you guys finally make it to the top of the little plateau that leads out over the chasm, that is where you come out and see the first of the obstacles that you have to get past in order to make your way to the fortress of the hobgoblin warlord here on the Shadowfell. And so I'm getting your tokens all placed on the map. And now, as the rocky path kind of starts to break apart, you see it slope down into a almost completely vertical cliff and a misty roiling cloud of noxious necrotic gas floats by underneath like some foul gaseous river that just completely chokes and clouds any line of sight that would allow you to even guess as to what lies, down there. As you look out over the chasm, you see broken bits of rock floating in the air, just bouncing up and down on invisible waves. Also, spanning across the chasm is the skull and spine of a massive skeleton of a dragon, some ancient primordial dragon that is much larger than anything you guys have ever seen in life. The wyverns and drakes and even actual dragons that you've seen in your life would barely be as big as this thing's skull at the biggest, if you've even seen anything half that size. Most stories that talk about things like this are thought to be, you know, the exaggerations of bards who have an eloquence with words and a flair for the dramatic, or the horror stories of old women trying to scare young children into behaving, or
Can
the
I roll a history check to see if Soggy knows of this giant dragon?
yeah.
Sorry if I interrupted there.
You're okay. Yeah, you only know that in the stories of the ancient times that it is said that dragons used to be bigger than castles.
Oh, that is a big one. Very big.
And so as you guys, stare out at this, you know that you have to make your way across these perilous platforms in order to reach the fortress.
Oh, that was a very long climb. I am glad we are. I am very glad that we are finished with it.
Yeah, should we probably make camp and rest up prior to moving on?
I get a very bad feeling about that.
How far away is the horde? Is it like climbing after us?
Well, they're zombies on rough terrain. Like they they were moving much slower than you. You just had to keep moving because if you stopped and rested, then because they don't stop and rest, they would, gain ground and overrun you. But yeah, they're far enough back that you have an hour to rest if you want a short rest, but you don't have uh, time to long rest. Um, if you're just stopping here, but um, whatever you guys want to do.
So, I have to ask, what's this stuff that's down in elevation from us? Seems to be
That
like a fog.
Yeah, that's like poisonous necrotic clouds.
Ah, I see.
So in other words, kill clouds.
Yes.
It's a hurt plane.
Yes.
Um, it's like a poisonous necrotic cloud. Is there any chance I could make a poisoner check to collect some of it?
I guess.
Okay.
I mean, what are you using to collect it in? Just like a jar? You're just going over there and trying to reach down and gather some of that like acid gas?
I mean, I'm necrotic resistant, so I guess that's the best I could do. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a level 10 poisoner. Maybe they would know more about the subject than me.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Yeah, go ahead. You
wow.
go to reach down and like you drop your collection jar and it just falls endlessly through the necrotic gas.
I'll put my
I
hand on Cress's shoulder and say, it would probably be best if you left it alone.
You have a very unscientific perspective. You should have seen how well things went last time I was brazen. Oh wait, you were there. Anyway, I guess
Plus,
I'll
it might
just
have been
stand
better
up.
luck. You might not have wanted to carry that stuff around forever.
It's never
Well,
forever. It's till I use it.
you are mistaken in one thing. I am not unscientific. I am well versed in the science of medicine, and that would be bad for your health.
Cress is going to exasperatedly rotate the offending hand in its socket, making clicking noises as it seems to adjust more firmly into place, and say, "That's the point, Noah. I'm a poisoner." Ugh.
If you guys are done playing around, we have company.
Eh.
What?
Oh
Perception
boy.
checks.
You can roll for perception, but Visanthus is pointing at two shadows that rise up out of the ground and make their way towards you.
I cast light. I'll cast it on my staff.
You have to roll initiative.
Okay.
Do I spot anything beyond the obvious?
You spot the two shadow beings that are rising up out of the ground. They have twisted tongues that lash out of their mouths, and they lurch forward with a hunger that can only be described as desperate. They are almost invisible except for how much they stand out against the rest of the darkness due to their like black light glow that they seem to put off from their bodies.
Because advanced darkness.
What's that?
It's advanced darkness.
Yes. And as they come forward, it appears that Cress is, well, I suppose I should roll for Visanthus. Yeah, Cress is the first to react as these shadowy forms charge at her.
Do I have to take an action to summon my mantle? I did specify I was putting it on when I went to collect the gas.
Your mantle?
The cloak?
Oh, no.
Okay. Did you attach a thingy to me to make me resistant to necrotic damage?
That should have been part of that. Oh, no. Here, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, now you resist necrotic.
Okay, cool. Um, yeah, I don't have it right now. I think I'm just going to. I mean, These just look like shadows, right? I've seen a million of them by
Yeah.
this point. Okay. Oh, I guess I'm just going to move in and attack. I see no reason to delay. I'm targeting myself.
Oh, stop hitting yourself.
Yeah. At least I hit the thing. Seven damage. Woo.
The shadow ghast has its lashing tongue split in two, and it hisses and spits at you as your blade slices into its ethereal form.
Hey, natural 20.
Nice.
Ha! Evisceration.
So you know how to you roll once for this, and then you click on the critical for the next one, and then yeah.
Let's see.
So as you slice it and it does the spitty hissy thing at you, you spin around with your blade and cut its shadowy head off completely with a spinning back slice, and its head and body fly in separate directions before it just kind of melts into the ground.
I see. I'm going to spend the remainder of my God damn it. I'm gonna spend the remainder of my movement moving 10 feet back and announce that these things are slightly more resistant than the shadows I'm used to.
They hunger!
Whose action is it now?
Now it is Pist's.
I will rush forward and try to attack the last one.
All right, so using your dash action, you move up to the Shadow Ghast. However, that required your standard and move action, so now you only have your bonus action left right now.
That's okay. I'll stand. Can I attack with that action? The bonus?
No. I'm not seeing. I was just looking at your abilities. I didn't see anything that gave you a bonus action. Oh, wait. Is your Dragon Breath weapon a bonus action? No, I don't think it is.
No, I think it's an attack. I'll still stand.
All right. And then on the combat tracker, the two crossed swords in the upper right, you can click on that, and there's a dragon head with a down arrow that ends your turn.
There you go.
And there you go. You now have a breath weapon that'll work.
Who's next?
Now Durgler.
I'm tempted to move up because I just dragged my icon up on the map.
Yes, sir.
Do I need to use my dash, or do I have any actions left?
You can use your dash to make it to the Shadowgast, and then as a fighter, you have action surge, which would allow you to attack.
That's under my abilities. I gotta just click it, or can I just attack?
Yeah, you can just attack, but what you got to do is first move up to the Shadowgast, and then yeah, you're already targeting him. Good job on that. But don't forget to move up to him.
Okay, actually, how do I move it? I kind of dragged it up there, and then what do I do?
Well, that was the damage. First you have to attack. You have to roll the attack next to that, which would be the other number, which you can double click on that. Yep.
Oof.
So okay, so you missed. That's okay though. I'm just gonna take the 14 damage back. All right. So now if you drag your token up next to the Shadowgast, there you go. And now you got your attack in, but you should have extra attack. Yes. So you actually get 2 attacks whenever you make an attack. So you get to attack again. And see, now that's a hit. So go ahead and roll your damage. All right. As you slice into the Shadowgast with your Corpse Slayer Great Axe, the huge blade glows with a blinding light that the Shadowgast cannot stand. It slices deep into it and does a significant amount of damage. And then yeah, the 2 crossed swords in the upper right opens the combat tracker, and the dragon head with the down arrow, if you click on that, that ends your turn. And the Shadowgast reacts with hatred towards your axe and claws and bites at you.
Ouch.
And now you have to succeed at a difficulty class 12 Constitution save. Oh man, you tried, but you still succeeded.
Woo!
You really tried to fail on that one, but luckily there's just no slowing down with the Metal Lord tonight. So you managed to resist the necrotic poison of its claws, but now it tries to bite into your armored flesh. You can feel the necrotic saliva ooze in through its ethereal fangs that manage to pierce even your composite plating. It is not a great feeling.
Ah!
Suddenly, another Shadowgast appears and floats towards you. I think. Yeah, this one. Sorry, there's a bunch of them on here, but you can't see them. And so this one appears and floats towards you and acts like it's about to attack you, but doesn't. And it's just kind of floating above the chasm there. Ugh. The undead. So disgusting. Not like me, the ever living. I suppose I should do something about this. I turn into a cloud of bats and fly up over here in order to provide flanking bonus. Soggy.
It is time. And Fantasy Ground just let me just fix this.
Mm-hmm.
Whose turn is it?
Is it Soggy's turn?
It's Soggy.
Yes.
He's just reconnecting it. It'll take like 20 more
Oh.
seconds.
Oh, okay, no biggie.
I'm gonna be right back.
I'm
gentlemen.
planning to do an
No
Eldritch
problem.
Blast.
Yeah, if anybody needs a quick bio break, go ahead.
I think it's time for me to move my laundry over.
Oh, unrelated to D&D. I got a $5 raise.
Hey. Just like a one-time $5 bonus.
No, like a $5
I know.
permanent raise.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, like the district manager of the restaurant was like, um, she had heard that I had been going to the other restaurants within the district to help out. Cause like,
Oh, hold on. All right.
I just
So Soggy, as your Eldritch Blast takes the form of two ghostly eels snaking out towards the Shadowgast, they bite into it, dealing heavy damage as its shadowy form is disrupted, and hanging over the chasm, it kind of like blends into the necrotic fog below and seems to be fading away.
Soggy sort of triumphantly sort of stands there, saying, "You will go hungry tonight, Shadow, Shadow something."
That's perfect for Soggy. I love it. You shadow something or other. Okay, Nova, it is your turn. The situation is that you and Soggy are back a ways while everyone else is closer to the edge of a cliff, hanging over a chasm with shadow ghasts kind of surging in to attack them.
okay. And they're hanging off the cliff.
One of the shadow ghasts is floating over the cliff. The rest of the party is just really near a cliff.
Floating. Well, um, all right. So can I tell if they are on? Well, do I
Alright,
recognize what these are?
So normally, if there was any chance that you wouldn't know, I would have you roll or something like that. But um, they're here on the Shadowfell. They're literally ghasts, which are undead on the material plane, and these are the shadow version of the ghasts. So,
Counterparts. Okay.
so yeah, you are very well aware of the fact that these are undead.
Okay. No problem. Let's see. Turn undead.
What's the radius on that? Is that
I think it's
120?
it could be like 60 feet. Not 100% sure. Give me a second. I mean, I can just Google it, I suppose.
I'm looking. Oh, it's not listed on that. Oh, maybe it's under abilities here. It says 30 feet.
Okay. And I apologize. How far away are they? I guess they're 150.
They're like 60-ish.
60 feet. Okay. I'll walk 30 feet closer, and I'll use turn undead.
Okay, and so let me just see what the radius is on that to see if you can get them or not.
they fall directly within range.
Just.
Yay! Oh,
So,
so I highly doubt that I'll get all of them, but if I get any of them, please don't attack the ones that are running away, because it'll stop the effect immediately.
Also, you just managed to like not get Vasanthus.
funnily enough.
Oh shit! I forgot he's undead. Oh my god, this doesn't make. Does this mean that Foggy has to roll?
No, Soggy's far enough back. You don't get him either.
Okay. I forgot. Oh man, I gotta be careful with who I'm just throwing out there. I can't just be throwing on turn undead all willy nilly.
That's
It's like
Blasting
fine.
your buddies
General
isn't a good
Vasantis is
thing
just
to
like.
see, man.
All right.
Alright,
Can you
so
imagine how funny it would be as like a member of the party is like just there and like, oh man, dude, be gone undead, and then it's just like all the zombies run away, and then the vampire is just like like
Right.
just booking it.
So the Asamar strides forward and she holds her holy staff aloft and it begins to glow and she
And I
says,
proclaim, be gone undead.
yeah. And that's what I was like, just what you said. And as you do so, a burst of light comes out. The shadow gas number 2 basically is half melted by the light and begins to run away, but the other one just turns and spits at her.
Alrighty.
More like
Um,
hisses.
No,
let's
it's very
see.
unhygienic. It's got spit everywhere.
I will raise I will raise my hand to the sky, like and extend 2 fingers. My middle and my index, and then I will like kind of make a slashing motion and cast Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. Ah,
Yes,
that,
on the one that did not run.
Wait, Channel Divinity is a standard action, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and Sacred Flame's a bonus action. Oh, wait a second, wait a
No, it's
second. I might be
not.
getting confused because of what we've been doing. I'm
No, it's
thinking
not.
about spiritual weapon. I'm thinking about an
Yeah.
active spiritual weapon and like me having using both. I'm crazy. I
Yeah,
didn't do
yeah.
that. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah.
is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, I just knew that you didn't have any actions left. So, go ahead.
No, that's
Chris.
fine. You were right. Like I said, when we've been the battles we've been having lately is just noble with like bonus action, standard action, bonus action, standard action, and so it's like I was like, well, I got them kind of mixed up. So
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. All right, Cress, you move behind the Shadowgast and flank it with Pissed. With the combined teamwork, you manage to slash into it.
All right, so how do I target it?
Okay.
control click.
Yep. So, when you click on your token, um, then you control left click on the target that you want to attack.
There we go. I got it.
And also, you look in the battle chart thingy. It'll on your name. It will tell you which creatures you have targeted.
Yeah, I
So
can
like if
see
you
that now. I
accidentally
just
have
didn't
other
have anything
people,
targeted before. But yeah, you're right. In the tracker, I see that.
yeah, so keep in mind of that tracker because you can accidentally target yourself or someone else. So you know,
Roger that.
keeps it informed.
And the shadow ghasts all appear and swarm you. This one actually flies in and attacks Durgler. No, 19. Not that you needed it. But once again, its necrotic saliva seems to numb you as it bites through with its ethereal fangs. Pissed, it is your turn. Oh, now, because you're flanking with Cress on that one, you have advantage, which you have to click the ADV down below the chat there, and that'll give you advantage.
So you're saying I need to click the ADV?
Yes, sir. And then when you attack, it'll give you the better of 2d20 rolls.
Okay, so that's on the actions tab.
Nope, it's below the chat where the dice are.
Oh, I see it. Yep. Okay, so go ahead and roll with that.
Yes, sir. Two 13s. Still a hit, though. And then, yeah, you roll your damage. And then you should have extra attack.
Yes.
And so now you can click the ADV again. Unfortunately, you have to click it for each attack. And then attack again. Yeah, the Shadowgast is almost completely destroyed as its form is turned into smoky wisps. But it's still got a couple of claws and teeth slashing away at you guys. Now you can still use your bonus action for anything that you could use your bonus action for. I don't know if you have an ability for that or not.
Um, no, nothing that would be useful right now.
All right.
No, actually, I could move. I could move half my movement as an action bonus. I think I might move behind in between 7 and 6.
You'd have to be raging to do that,
Oh,
and
that's right. That's right. Yep.
and
Sorry.
also bear in mind that if you move out of four's threaten range, they would get an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah. No, you're right. I can't do that anyway. So
Take it as you're a barbarian.
Yes, sir.
yes.
Yeah, he said the word bear, so you by any chance bear totem?
No.
Oh, berserker.
Yep.
Oh, fucking classic.
All right. And then don't forget to end your turn. Oh,
Always good to have a good old fashioned berserker barb around.
also you started your turn there, so Shadow Gas number 4.
Whose turn is it?
I'm just rolling this. You succeed on your save. Otherwise, you would have been poisoned by the Shadow Ghast for starting your turn there. It is Shadow Ghast number 10. Yep, Shadow Ghast number 10's turn. And they fly in and attack Cress. Ooh. As you feel the necrotic toxicity entering your system, you are paralyzed for 1 minute. And then I bite you. And you feel just completely drained as the necrotic saliva works its way in.
This is unacceptable.
Shadow Gas number 3 is way over here. They just kind of float down over here. And Durgler, you start your turn next to 1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
Yeah, I probably ought to move over between the
So,
channels.
yeah, but for now you have to make 4 saves. So, 1, 2, oh, you fail on the 4th one. Or the 3rd one. Oh, that was behind? Alright. But either way, as you fail, you are now paralyzed or poisoned until the start of my next turn.
Strange. I thought Warforged were immune to poison.
Oh, yeah, you're the Warforged, aren't you?
Although that would be poison, you know.
I think it's
It would already be on there if they were immune to it. They have resistance.
Warforged Resilience, I believe.
Yeah. You have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned and resistance to poison damage, not immunity to poison.
Correct.
Huh. Understood.
All right. So now, what do you do for your turn?
How many hit points do I even have left?
You have 41 out of 104.
All right, I guess I would probably just to shift over between pissed and general.
All right. So if you disengage and move over there, they won't attack you, but then you can't use your standard action because you've used it to disengage.
Yeah, that's fine. Do I still have an attack on number 4 by chance?
Nope, you can't attack because you used your standard action to disengage so that the 3 of them would not get to attack you.
Oh, that's fine.
Shadow Gas number 4 is going to attack Cress with advantage.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, because you're paralyzed. And I still miss? Oh my goodness.
Whoa, I'm fucking worming out of these hits. Yeah, see this, lads? They call it a corpse roll.
Shadow Gas number 5 kind of floats down over here. And Shadow Gas number 1 floats down over to Cress but cannot attack. I move to here and attack Pissed.
Oh my god. Is the Pissed is the barbarian? So there's a barbarian who's named Pissed. So he gets
Yes,
like enraged. That's I see you were a man of culture.
that's right.
And I am a complete liar. This guy runs away.
Oh, he's the turned one, right?
Yes. Alright, Visanthus. Ugh. These puny undead. So annoying. Also, I forgot I am a legendary creature and could have attacked. It's like I must do everything around here. There. That one is taken care of. Now I move here. All right. Soggy.
You know, this is perfect environment for some good old cloud of daggers.
Okay. Where would you like to cast Cloud of Daggers?
Right around the one Shadowcast 1, 9, and 6.
Good call.
Um, it's 5 feet. So
Huh?
it's only 5 feet. You can't target 3 of them.
Not even if it's in the center?
That's not a valid target.
Okay, so only 9 and 1.
No, you can only target one of them.
Oh, so
Strange.
the
I
target
thought.
begins at the beginning, at like the middle of the square.
Correct.
Okay, then it will be with 1. No, a 9.
Okay. So 9 takes the damage.
All right, what do we do with Nova?
Nova.
It no.
Oh, I am going to Piss isn't looking so hot, is he? He's like less than half health.
No, not pissed. Durgler.
Durgler is okay. Is he far from me?
No, he's actually within 30 feet.
All right, I will walk up to him and I will use Cure Wounds level 3.
Awesome.
Bad data.
Oh, yeah, right. Sometimes I forget. So move over to him and heal him.
Correct.
And what was it? A level 3 cure?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. So heal. I guess mark off a level 3 slot. Boom. All right, there's that.
Anything else, Nova?
Should do it.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. Be prepared for lots of that. Is
All right,
is entirely what this character does.
so I need to save to get this paralyzed to fall off.
Yep.
Thank
Well,
goodness you're here.
first though, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them make you make a save.
Get
And
out of here.
yeah, no worries there. The poison has no effect, but now at the end of your turn, you get to make a Constitution save. It should automatically do it.
Well, I'll hit the button to see if your cool thingy works.
Look at that, it always does.
All right, get out of here. Nah.
That's a big negative on that, good buddy.
Yeah, there's now an angry crest on the floor.
Yes, and I am going to eat you. Oh, I forgot. I get advantage.
All right, do I fall prone as a part of paralyzed?
No, but I'm still flanking you.
Yeah, and just having a thwart.
Oh, look at that! You're paralyzed again.
I have too many attacks coming in. Someone needs to thin these numbers, or I'm gonna get ground out.
I'm gonna take that one out behind you.
Yeah.
And now I try to bite you. No, 19.
I'm sinking a lot of hits all of a sudden.
Oh, we're gonna eat you. Blah, 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 blah.
Someone with AC, my good, shouldn't sink so much. Fucking advantage.
Nom 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 nom. I'm not even gonna claw at you because we're just eating you now. Oh, I'm totally gonna float over here and eat you.
Oh, God. Too bad I don't get my first package of immunities until like level 12.
Oh, it teased me with a 19.
Nah, yeah, get that out of here.
I am gonna claw at you now though because I want to rip a chunk off of you.
But question: What about the cloud of blades?
For 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll your damage for him because he would have started his turn there, but then it moved as well. So
Let me just roll the damage.
thank you for reminding me. Oof. Yeah. Ignore any system shock. It's not.
And do I need to roll it again
For what?
since he left?
That's not how that works.
Oh, good. Okay, so just
Yeah, it's
Got
only
it.
when they first enter it or start their turn there. I suppose as the Shadow Ghast ends its turn, I will attack. Try to save you now.
Yeah, with all that dying I'm fucking doing.
It was amusing at first.
Nah. I would have 4 hit points. Not even dead. Nah.
And pissed. You start your turn within 5 feet, so this one has to make you make a save. No problem.
All right, so I think I'm gonna try to just. Can I rage? And
Yes.
then, so how do I activate the effect? Just go into abilities and then.
Oh, hold on 1 second. That's right, you didn't start these with your character wizard in my game, so you don't have all the stuff. Okay, so I've got Barbarian Rage. All right, now if you go under actions, you'll see a ability called Rage and a button next to it. A dude walking. If you click on that, yep, there you go. Now you're raging.
All right. So I'm going to. Would I be able to move and also attack Shadow Gas 10?
Yes, sir. And you don't even draw an attack of opportunity for it. Don't forget to target though by clicking on your. Yep, you got it. Oh, oh, that's Visanthus. Please do not attack me. I would hate to have to drain you of your crimson life essence.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. It happens.
Then I get extra attack, right?
Yes. Working in unison, attacking with General Visanthus. You guys finish off one of the shadow gas, desperately trying to chew away on Cress's body.
Now, do I have a bonus action of that half my movement?
Yes.
So if I use that to move up to Shadow Gas 7, would they? Would he get a to roll save against me for entering in that area?
Number 9 would get to attack you, but if you just move up 1, you can still attack Shadow Gas number 7 on your next turn and not draw any attacks of opportunity.
All right, let's do that.
All right. Shadow Gas number 3 floats down and attacks Pissed. But he misses as Pissed raises his shield and swings his axe, making sure that the Shadow Ghast is unable to get a clear swing in on him. Durgler. Oh, you started your turn by one of them. These things keep putting off waves of noxious fumes off of their bodies, which is what is affecting you every time you start your turn next to one of them. Oh, you failed. So you are poisoned. All right, there you go.
Is he dead? Can I do a range attack on my second attack?
Uh what's your ranged weapon? And yes, that one did die. I had just gotten a request for two-handed weapons. I didn't realize you wanted a ranged weapon.
Oh, he just shows having a heavy crossbow.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you've got a heavy crossbow and you want to use that you can. However, you can also move in between your attacks. So you could just step up and attack Shadow Gas number 6.
Okay, yeah, definitely better damage on the axe.
Yeah. Yeah, you can always move in between your attacks.
So I get a little crazy with the dice there, buddy.
Yeah, but you did hit, so all good. Oh, no. You already dealt the damage. Don't worry, I'll take that one back.
Okay, my bad.
Yep. Okay. And then is that your turn? Shadow Gas number 5. Comes and attacks Captain Durgler. Oh, and as it goes to bite him, he gets punched in the mouth and knocked back. It doesn't deal any actual damage, it just looks cool.
The poison damage automatic.
The poison is just an effect. There's no damage. No, 19. And Cress is dying as the shadow ghast bites into her. Shadow Gas 2. Where is Shadow Gas 2? Oh yeah, I'm running away. I'm still frightened.
His Cress ain't doing too well, is she?
Cress is dying.
Cress is currently
Oh
at 0
yeah.
hit points on the floor.
All right, I'll be right there.
I move over here and flank and attempt to kill some of these ghasts. Try not to die until I finish them off, eh? No, 19. What's with all these low damage rolls? Soggy. Soggy?
How exactly should I? Can I move the cloud of daggers if that's correct?
I believe you can move it, how far? Nope, it does not say anything about moving it.
And shadow gas number 6 is not near it.
Yeah, no, you started it in 9 space, which was off the cliff there.
And it doesn't expand out to reach 5.
Right.
Excuse me.
I thought it would be like 5 feet, 5, like from that spot and expand 5 inches apart,
No. No, it's a 5-foot cube.
which is literally one of the cubes.
Yeah, just any one square, exactly.
Swear, I remember at times it it collected more. It spread out further. Well, at least I have an angle to use my thunderbolt, my lightning bolt.
Ah, lightning bolt. There you go.
Soggy, moving into position, prepares to fire off his lightning.
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt. All right. As the shadowy kobold forms his hands together, a crack of lightning streaks through the shadow ghasts, dealing a heavy amount of damage to their shadowy forms, disrupting them.
And Soggy
But is
says,
this
and Soggy sort of like laughing says, "Yes, feel the power of the bunyip."
All right, Nova, what do you do?
I go over to Cress and I will use my divine intervention. What was that dang move called again? Dang, I keep forgetting it. It's the one that I'd use to heal or bring. It's like 50 points to up to half.
Oh, yeah. It's under
It's not blessed healer.
preserve life.
Preserve life.
Channel
Yay.
divinity, preserve life. Bad
Oh,
data.
okay. Okay. So how much is it healing for?
It gives you
50
half.
points or up to half of your maximum HP.
Well, 50 hit points would get me to just over my maximum H, over half, because I have 84 max.
Yeah, so you can get
Okay.
42.
Okay. And I guess I'll throw those points to anybody who's under.
That'd be Cress.
If anyone is under. I guess nobody else is. Okay, that's fine.
Uh, yeah, no. Captain Durgler is not under half. No. Yeah,
Nope.
no. Nobody else is under half.
Cool. Oh, good for everybody. And then I will use what was it healing word on Cress.
Yep. Using your bonus action, you speak a quick prayer asking the gods of light to heal this human
Cyborg.
cyborg.
Yeah, let's call it that.
So go ahead and cast what level healing word?
Level 2.
Okay.
Cast a level 2 healing word on Cress as well then, and then don't forget to mark off the spell slot, please.
I did.
Thank you. All right. And then it is Cress's turn. You are prone.
And paralyzed.
and paralyzed, so you just have to end your turn. All right. Well,
Yeah.
at least you saved. Let me go ahead and make you prone, though.
Quick question. I'll get you next turn. What is the cause of the paralysis? Is it a poison or
It
a paralysis effect?
it's a necrotic effect that is like a toxin.
Okay, so all right. So if I were to use lesser restoration on my next turn, it would be because I can pick either paralyze. I guess either or, right?
Yeah. Oh, you're paralyzed again, Cress.
What? I'm flummoxed that I keep coming up short on this DC 12 fucking con save.
It is just not your night.
No, I'm gonna keep
Hmm.
getting fucking flattened by this piss easy save.
Yeah,
Well,
it's really not a hard save. The shadow gas continue to tear and bite into you though, as they sense that you are near to dying
Again.
again.
fucking springing up and
did
down.
they hit you that hard?
No, to let you know, Nova, I'm being surrounded by like 7 of these things. They keep on inflicting paralysis and then hitting me over and over again.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
The other party members are here, they're just not killing them fast enough, and they're all dogpiling me without choosing other targets.
Because you're so close to death.
Yeah, I get that that's a reason why they're doing it. It doesn't make the tactical situation any better for me.
Right. And Pissed, you easily save versus the waves of necrotic, noxious gas coming off of the shadow ghasts. What do you do? Oh, and if you're attacking 3, you're of course flanking, so don't forget to click advantage.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and attack. So the breath weapon, is it it's a cone, right, or like a line? I could probably.
Yeah, it's a line of acid. If you move,
wait, did you say cone?
no, it's a line.
Line.
Oh,
Yeah,
so it's
if I
like a
move to
ray.
my right, I'd be able to use it correct, and I'd hit all 3 of them.
Yes. But if you move there, you have to make a save. You can move here, and because you can start your line from any point in the square, you can start your line from the upper right corner there, or the back right corner, and then you just
Target them all. Okay.
yeah, you just go like this, boom, right through them.
All right. Let's let me roll.
So yeah, target all 3 of them, just like targeting a single one. So target 7 and 1 as well, because you're already targeting 3. All right, and now roll your breath weapon. Not the damage, first the save.
Yeah, I see the dice.
Okay. That did not work. Hold on. Let me try to help you with that. Here we go. And there you go. All right, and then now you just roll the damage because it'll automatically have it for the people that. Yep, perfect. Your acid burns through the forms of the shadow ghasts, but it appears as though most of them are semi-resistant.
Now I get an extra attack, right?
Yeah, you can make your standard attack still. Wait, breath weapon is not a bonus action. It's a standard action. So no, you don't get your extra attack.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, extra attack is whenever you use your standard action to make an attack, you can make an extra attack.
All right.
All right, so is that your turn?
Yep.
I just completely drop what I'm doing and dogpile Cress. No, nine. Oh, never mind. 20. Oh, you're immune to crits, right? No.
No,
Then
I have
this
no
is gonna
immunity to
hurt.
crits.
No, it's not.
Oh, darn it. Let me give you that damage back.
Well,
All right, so you get 19 hit points. All right. Suddenly, as the shadow ghast goes to tear into Cress's throat, Nova has a symbol on her shield
Yes.
light up, and the shadow ghast reels back and is only able to like bite her on the shoulder. It still sucks.
you know, at this point, there's this spell I wish I could cast from fucking Dark Souls 1. It was like Karmic Retribution or whatever. Or if you sink a bunch of hits all at once, you just explode.
It explode.
Yeah, and you'd fucking damage all attackers for a bazillion damage.
All right, Captain Durgler, you easily resist the necrotic gas coming off of the shadow ghasts. What do you do?
And do a couple of attacks here. Guess I go again, same guy.
Yep. Oh, you almost managed to take the shadow ghast out, but it resists your final blow just enough to continue to rip away at Cress. And then is that your turn? Shadow ghast number 5 attacks Cress. Oh. Ripping at her, she is once again dying.
6.
Oh,
I
I'm
went.
about to get fucking
I went.
one-2'd, boys.
Shadow ghast
Fucking went
number
from like
1
half health to like
comes down
dead.
to attack Captain Durgler.
Alright, never mind.
Hey, can I parry, bro?
Can you what?
Can I parry the defense?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I could roll for it here in the abilities.
Doesn't parry just add a flat amount?
I thought it was yeah. No, I didn't know if it was just a static amount.
Let me see. I forget what it is. So I parry.
Yo,
When
thanks
another
to Bad Dad,
creature
and now I can't stop thinking about Dark Souls.
when another creature damages you, you can use your reaction and expend one superiority die to reduce the damage by the number you roll on your superiority die plus your dexterity modifier. So, yeah, if he hits you and does damage, then
Got it.
and then I also forgot to move into position there and attack with advantage, so I'm going to re-roll that, and I miss. And now I'm going to click advantage as I try to bite you. All right, so now I hit. So I roll the damage, and now you roll the superiority dice, which is a d8, plus your dexterity modifier, which is 3.
So I just dragged the 8-sided dice into the playing area.
Yes, sir. All right, so you get 4 hit points back.
It's better than nothing.
And now, as he ends his turn, I attack with General Vasanthus.
Who has once again forgotten that he has legendary action.
I always forget this. Luckily, I remembered before my turn. Oh yeah, 2 is still running away. And Vasanthus unloads with 2 attacks. Soggy.
Eldritch Blast!
That's one good thing about being a warlock, it keeps the options simple. You blast into the shadow ghast, knocking its form into smoke and mist, and it disappears into the fog.
Beautiful.
So, what's Nova doing?
Nova is currently trying to think of a way out of the situation for you, so that we're not yo-yoing the whole fucking night. Let's see. I'm thinking protection from poison, but then you're still like dying.
I am taking no poison damage, and I shrug off the paralysis
Yes.
every single turn. It's just they keep reapplying it.
Yeah, but this will give you a advantage rolls on saving against it. But on the
It's
other hand,
bad
you're
luck.
dying.
Yeah. Also, if I'm not up at my turn, I'm just going to die. There are 3 different enemies looming over me.
Okay. The other thing is, I can try to do something about the enemies, but I can't guarantee that I can kill them in one turn.
You just pick me up. It's honestly the safest bet, and
Yeah, I'd just say cast a heal or something on him.
Even if you just do a healing word and do something else.
yeah, honestly, our party members are slowly killing off the shadow gas. It's just all of them were focusing all of their damage into me. I'll actually survive this round if you give me more hit points.
Okay, I think I think I know what to do. I'm gonna cure. See, so I'm gonna use my staff, cure wounds, level 4, Cress, and then I'm gonna stand over her body.
Get up to there.
Hey, no
So
Fortniting
consume
here.
a charge from the staff,
Yes,
Yeah.
and then cast a level 4 heal.
correct.
Okay.
You're not gonna dance over Cress's corpse, are you?
Yeah.
No, not at all. But I'm gonna try to get him to hit me. I don't know.
Okay.
This is wonderful. Caress comes back to consciousness, and then Nova's armored boot heel steps on their spine. They're just like, "What?"
Well, I'm not on her body, you know what I mean? Like, she's a person, just kind of over her, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you're
I know,
defending
but
her.
the image was more funny in my head.
All right. And
Your spine will be fine, you're a cyborg.
as you end your turn, I take my legendary action.
Man, given a real team effort to fail those fucking saves.
How much did you get in healing, by the way?
I got 25 hit points back. Like, good enough.
Shadow gas.
As long as you're not, like,
6.
instant death.
You're already prone, but I would have knocked you down anyway. Guess what? You're not paralyzed.
All right, time to rock and roll.
Bad news is you are dying.
Wait, what? Oh my fucking god, he did 26 points of damage to me. You gotta be shitting me. He max rolled nearly all of his dice.
Yeah.
What?
It was a pretty good roll.
It's a flesh wound.
At least you kept us ahead with the crit.
I mean, silver lining, if I wasn't healed, I would be dead right now. Nah, look at that. They go to attack Nova. Miss.
Pissed.
I'll say.
All right, so if I want to disengage that targeting on both of them and just attack, let's see, let's see, attack 3.
Yeah. So you want to not target 7. All you do is the same as when you target. You just control left click on them. Oh, nope. That was 3 that you untargeted now. Untarget 7 by control left clicking on them. There you go. And if you move right here, you actually have flanking, so you get advantage.
All right, thank you.
You take out the shadow ghast, slashing into it as Visanthus, distracts it from behind.
All right, so now for my extra attack, I can attack 7, correct?
Yes.
Would this one also gain advantage or no?
No.
All right, so let's turn over, right?
Yes. With your second blow, you split the Shadowgast in twain with your corpse-slaying great axe, and it drops to the ground and melts away like so much smoke.
Yeah, baby.
Shadowgast number 1 attacks you.
How many times can I use parry per rest?
I think it's as many superiority dice as you have. Do you know how many of those you have? You've used 2. I think.
I have 5 per day per rest.
Yeah.
Long rest.
Yeah. So you have 3 left.
Okay, bro. I want to try to redeem some of the damage.
Okay. All right. So, you get back 5 points, but that still exceeds your hit points by 10. So you're dying as the Shadowgast tears into you and knocks you to the ground.
What's the process of dying, guys? I'm not familiar with it. Do I need to make like saves at certain points or anything?
Yeah, on each of your turns, you make a save unless you get healed.
Got it.
Vasanthus turns into a swarm of bats and flies down to help you and attacks Shadowgast number 1. Soggy.
Nice work.
Sagi sort of hisses as he sees this sort of shadow ghoul ghast trying to kill his new friends and Cress, and says, "Get away from them!"
Oh man, burn on Cress.
Yeah.
Cress is not the new friends.
No, I get where you're going. Just yeah. It's just the way you worded it. My new friends and Cress. Oh, you blast the Shadowgast to pieces.
He meant what he said.
Has Sagi ever actually met Crest before?
Yes.
Yeah, previous sessions. We've been traveling together for a while now.
In just these previous sessions?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you don't know anybody in this group besides me and Vasanthus?
Yeah. Quite the odd pairing for him too, considering like what he's been through with Nova and Vasanthus. All right, Nova, it is your turn.
I can't get away from you people, even in death. Go away. Okay, I gotta do something here. The only obvious choice, which is level 5 regular I guess. Cure mass wounds
Ah, okay.
or mass cure wounds.
Yeah, mass cure wounds.
All right, let's serve out the healings.
Like I'd like to do something other than just like play this yo-yo game, but
There's only one Shadow Gas left alive.
okay.
Or
Um.
undead.
Okay. I suppose that'll be my turn then.
What the heck is this doing?
Oh,
There we go.
are you too much on top of one of them? Sorry.
I think I got everything. It's just it was being very pernicky.
Remember, you can always click up on top where it says target all friendly or target all enemies.
Ah, so I can. All right, cool. So that's a mass cure wounds at level 5.
Yes, sir.
Good to be on my
Well, I
feet.
mean, mass cure wounds, I guess, because it's a level 5 spell.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And as the healing light pours out of the ASMR, all of you feel your spirits lifted, and those of you who are down are now once again able to get up, although you're still prone.
All hail the victorious dead.
And Cress.
Me. Well, I am not paralyzed.
Correct. So you
So
can
I can
stand up
actually
from prone, yes.
So I can actually stand up from prone and mete out justice on this thing using the other half of my movement.
Good thing Nova wasn't standing directly over you anymore.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, don't forget to slide out from beneath Nova.
Yeah, I just walk out from the position on my hands and then flip into a running position.
How very unnerving.
Yeah, I guess it would be pretty fucking Japanese horror in the inhuman movements there as Cress's mechanical double jointedness comes into full display. Anyway, hitting this thing now.
I'm imagining like General Grievous.
Yes.
You fucking crit.
Oh, you slash into it with all of your rage from being knocked down and held paralyzed for so long. Its form completely dissipates. All of you are, a little bruised, dazed, breathing heavily, but alive. And you look around and see that the path forward is mostly clear, though you still have to actually make the perilous jumps and movements to get across to the space. But you can see that at least for now the battle is won.
So at this point, do you think we're safe enough to set up a small camp? And I'm not injured or anything. I can stand watch over everybody while they rest up.
The horde of normal ass undead are still on their way here. We just fought some interlopers that happen to be hanging out at the top.
Oh,
But they're zombies, so once you guys make it across these like broken bits, you should be pretty safe.
Assuming there are no big lanky ones like big zombie snakes or something. I don't know.
Or like zombie ogres who could bridge it or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, if everyone's feeling confident, we could sleep on the crown of that big dragon skull. I'll just fly everyone up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that idea.
That sounds lovely.
And
It wouldn't be the first time Soggy slept amongst dragon bones.
yeah. Crest will pass their eyes between General Vasanthus, Nova, and Soggy and go like, right, you three can fly, actually. You two, who wants to go first? I am, of course, referring to the captain and the pissed.
I will be up here on the horn taking lookout since I do not need to rest. Mic check, mic check. Can Arcadan and Peppa Jack hear me? That's Arcadian. Oh. I see. Guys?
Can you guys
Yes.
hear him? Arcadian, Pepperjack, you guys there?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So, again, Cress, after suggesting their plan of actions, asked the two of you who wants to get flown up first.
Oh, I'll go first.
I just moved up.
Definitely.
What's that?
I'll go.
Okay. Well, regardless, the process is very simple. You'll see Cress's arms come up and grip their cloak and flap it like a set of wings. They'll sort of land on you, and their armored, boots will sort of spark and unfold into talons, which grab you by the shoulders or pauldrons as appropriate, and they'll just fly you up there like some sort of harpy.
And
this is done one, and then two.
They are literally flapping their arms like some sort of bat as they fly you up there.
And Soggy uses his sort of like flying ability to sort of float up to the.
Yeah, you float like effortlessly. You don't even have like, feet as you just levitate up to the skull.
Alright, well, I suppose everyone who needs to rest.
Yeah.
Well, I'll assume my radiant soul form. I'll fly up there.
Is there anything we need to do on our character sheet to rest?
No, I handle that just by doing this. Boom. And long rest. And now that automatically resets all of your abilities, all of your hit points, everything. And Nova forms glowing wings that sprout from her back as she floats up towards the skull, and you guys begin to rest. Vasanthus takes the form of a giant bat ready to fly at any threat that comes near you, and lets you know that he will, watch you safely while you rest, because he's a vampire and doesn't need to sleep. As a Warforged, Captain Durgler, you can also do your Sentry's Rest, where you're fully aware of everything going on around you and can just remain motionless and on guard.
Brad. Right.
And then, as everybody gets their rest, here on the Shadowfell, on the dragon skull, you begin to have strange, nightmarish thoughts. Soggy, you're fully awake for this, and so you see something that is happening in real time, the same as Visanthus and Captain Durgler, uh, but the rest of everybody is like asleep and not um, aware of what's actually happening. As the three of you are dreaming, you're dreaming the essence of the dragon back into being, and these guys watch as scales and skin and uh, body begins to form around the skull, but it's all shadowy and ethereal. The eyes begin to light up with a baleful black light, and it spreads wings of an impossible span out over the chasm. Uh, you guys in your dreams can see the dragon whole and as it was alive, but here in the real world, it is still a, well, the real world, the Shadowfell real world. It is still a skeletal, Dracolic like dragon that has a ethereal, shadowy skin forming over it. And so as it begins to move and shake, there will be two separate battles going on. One in the nightmare realm of the Shadowfell, where you guys are facing the nightmare form of the Shadow Dragon, Dracolic, and one in the real world Shadowfell, where the party will be facing a skeletal dragon, uh, but it's real. And so as the dragon rises up out of the smog and poisonous gas, that is where we draw to a close for this session of Heroes Wanted. I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank anyone who's watching. And as always, everyone,
Good gaming.
Good gaming.
Yeah, good
It
gaming. That
was
was fun.
Good gaming,
nice
guys.
gaming with you
Awesome.
guys. I have to step out quickly here, though. I have to